Hello, I'm ANEKA from Made to Sew and welcome to my Sewing for Beginners series. In this tutorial, we're going to be discussing foot pressure. And when we talk about foot pressure, we're talking about the pressure that the presser foot here pushes down onto the feed dogs. So you can, on some machines, increase or decrease that pressure. Why might you want to do that? Well, you might want to do it if you're working with very lightweight fabrics, something that's very, very sheer, such as a lightweight silk, or something that's very, very heavyweight, perhaps a denim, an upholstery fabric, maybe even lots of layers of those fabrics. Then you may want to amend the pressure of your presser foot. Now, not every sewing machine offers this functionality, but if your sewing machine does, you might find it in the main menu. You may find on the top part of the sewing machine, sort of directly above the needle and the foot, you'll find a screw that you need to turn, or you might find a dial on the right hand side of the sewing machine. It really depends on your machine. If you're unsure whether your machine offers it, do take a look in the manual to see if it talks about the presser foot pressure. Now, in a second, I'm going to show you how I would amend it on this machine here and on another machine that has a dial on the side, just to show you the difference. So when might you want to amend the pressure? If you're working with a really lightweight fabric and perhaps your presser foot is really struggling to hold it in place, your fabric is actually moving between the presser foot and the feed dogs, then you're going to want to increase the pressure of the presser foot so that it can hold it in position and feed it through the machine. The opposite to this would be if your fabric is actually not feeding through the machine. Perhaps you're working with a very thick fabric or something, but the presser foot is actually pushing down onto the feed dogs so tightly that the feed dogs can't move the fabrics through the machine. In that case, you would want to decrease the pressure. To adjust the presser foot pressure on this sewing machine, I'm simply going to choose this icon of a sort of sewing foot with pressure on top. Now, I can very easily increase or decrease the presser foot pressure here. If I want to reset it to standard, I can simply press that yellow box. Do take a look in your manual, especially if you have a computerized sewing machine, because there may be a way for you to adjust the presser foot pressure on the computer part of the sewing machine. On this sewing machine, the dial for adjusting the presser foot pressure is on the end of the machine. On this machine, the dial on the side gives you a number of different options, 3, 2, 1 and 0. And you're going to be able to reduce the presser foot pressure to 0. 3 is standard for everyday sewing. There is a little arrow on this piece here, so I could reduce this to 2. My manual suggests that 2 would be suitable for applique, cutwork and basting. I can amend the presser foot pressure to 1 for sewing stretch fabrics, chiffon, lace and other fine fabrics, and 0 for free motion embroidery. Just something to have a little play with. I would recommend checking what your sewing machine suggests in your manual. I wanted to show you on this machine the differences if I were to decrease or increase my presser foot pressure. Now this is standard, so my presser foot is on my fabric, it would sew normally, everything is fine. Now I can increase this to the maximum pressure between my presser foot and the stitch plates or the feed dogs, and you probably won't see much difference here. I'm working with a cotton, it will probably stitch it fine. However, to show you the other end of the scale, I'm going to decrease my presser foot pressure. Look at that. The foot is now raised. I have not got my foot up. This is my foot still down. And if I tried to sew like this, obviously it would create a mess. But the positive is that if you were working with a really thick fabric, this would be brilliant. Another little tip is if I'm working perhaps with something that's almost furry or that has got sort of like wadding even, and it can sort of catch around your presser foot. Again, if you decrease the foot pressure, you should help your machine to feed the fabric through. You may not have the same drastic difference between decrease and increase that I have got on my machine here. My honest opinion is that some machines are better at this than others from what I've seen in classes. I find it a really useful tool on this machine though. You might also want to have a go adjusting the presser foot pressure if you've got a couple of layers of fabric and they're perhaps moving at different speeds. You can try and use the presser foot pressure to work with this. However, this isn't always going to be your answer, and sometimes it's a case of using a different foot, such as a walking foot. Now, a walking foot helps by gripping the top layer of fabric, and you've obviously got your feed dogs on the bottom layer. So it helps to provide what's called an even feed, moving both layers through the machine at the same time. And it's great on tricky fabrics. Anything really lightweight, anything really heavyweight, all of the extremes. Now, you might find that actually a walking foot is what you need to do rather than adjust the presser foot pressure. So you're going to have a little play and a little test on the fabric that you're working with. As well as a walking foot, it might be that you could use a non-slip glide foot or a Teflon foot. That's if you're working with a fabric that perhaps is very sticky, something like a vinyl, a leather, an oilcloth, and your machine is actually struggling to feed it through because it's sticking to the bottom of the metal presser foot or the metal stitch plate. If you're working with a more basic machine and you haven't got these feet, then you can actually use some masking tape to tape the bottom of your presser foot or to tape the sort of stitch plate area. I used to do that on my industrial sewing machine. Just remember to remove the masking tape after use so that you don't end up with a sticky sewing area or presser foot. Here is a close-up of the walking foot. The walking foot is great at providing even feed and helping to feed difficult fabrics through the sewing machine. I do have a tutorial that shows how this works. I'll pop a link to it here. As well as the walking foot, you may have a non-stick glide foot that came with your sewing machine or a Teflon foot. This foot isn't made from metal and therefore it will be great at helping fabrics that perhaps normally stick to the sewing machine. The other option is that you grab some masking tape and you can position this onto the bottom of your metal presser feet, and this will help to prevent them from gripping to fabrics. You can also pop some masking tape onto the stitch plate if you need to. Just make sure that you remove the masking tape after use so that it doesn't make the feet or the stitch plate sticky. Another option with tricky fabric is to purchase some stabiliser. Now, stabiliser comes in a variety of different kinds: wash away, tear away, and what you'll do with this is you'll position it either under or on top of the fabric or on either side, depending on where the problem is. This will help your machine to grip the fabric, to feed it through the machine, and then you can tear away, wash away your stabiliser. So that's another little useful tip if you're having problems with your fabrics feeding through the sewing machine. Let's take a look at using this tear away stabiliser. I have got mine underneath my fabric here. And you would simply sew as normal, and the stabiliser will just help you to work with some tricky fabrics. It simply stabilises them, and then you can remove it afterwards simply by tearing away, washing away, depending on the kind of stabiliser that you purchased. So I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial and that you understand how and why you might want to adjust your presser foot pressure. Thanks for watching and see you soon.